Dr. Bob McCauley, and I'd like to talk to you today about anxiety, something very, very common in our society. And of course, I think everybody gets anxiety from time to time, but where does it come from and what can we do about it naturally? I think one of the best things that I've ever used myself and seen other people use is Valerian. And people know about Valerian. They think it's for sleep or something like that. Well, it may help you to sleep, but it actually isn't for sleep. And the best thing it does, it helps you to relax. It relaxes a lot of the sciatic nerves, so you can go to sleep or anything like that. But it doesn't really make you sleepy. Well, it's got isovaleric acid and valproic acid. So the two things the brain needs more than anything else, and I've said this many, many times before, it's fats and acids. We always hear omegas, omega-3, omega-6, 9, all these essential fatty acids. They're great for our hearts, they're great for our brains, they're thinking. Yeah, acids, we need a lot of acids. You look at every single herb that's out there, whether it's gotu kola or ginkgo biloba, valerian, mucuna, bacopa, they all have an acid. Well, valerian has these two acids in it, and this is what allows the body to kind of relax itself, relax the muscles. Valerian's really good for relieving menstrual cramps, any kind of muscle cramps of any kind. It relaxes the muscles, but it's the nerves that relaxes those tremendously, and it feeds the brains these acids. And when they get the acids that they need, things like depression, anxiety also get relieved along with them. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and maybe you have to run off to the bathroom, something like that. You come back, oh, I can't sleep now. It's anxiety. I'm worried about what's going to happen tomorrow, what happened today, what's going to happen next week, somebody's in the hospital. These things just kind of bug us, and they don't allow, or sometimes you don't know why you're awake. Well, valerian or valproic acid and isovaleric acid, they help relieve us, and they help relieve those anxieties for the brain, because the brain just isn't working right. Once you feed them the acids, the brain can relax. You don't have the anxiety. This is where it comes from. Try valerian. I take a little bit of the powder, just mix it up with juice. It doesn't taste very good. None of these things do, let's be honest. And but I think the powder is the best way to go. Mix it up with a little juice, a little water. I just make some water right before I go to bed. But you can take it anytime during the day. A little bit in the morning, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon, quarter to half at night, something like that. You'd be surprised. And it doesn't happen in one or two sittings. It may take a week for it to kind of build in, but that's what natural herbs do. And any herb like this, if you do get into taking it, I recommend you get off of it at least for 2 to 3 or 4 days a month, and that way your body can cycle on, cycle off. Your body can kind of miss it a little bit, and then it gets back to it later. That's the most effective way to take any of these herbs. And valerian for anxiety, I don't know anything better.